This modest event by top management of Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited, NDPHC, and Sun Africa is the signing of a mini-grid development and power supply agreement between NDPHC and Kaida Community of Gwagwalada Area Council under the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The community's long-standing aspiration for improvement in supply of utilities is being driven under joint development agreement NDPHC has with United States Sun Africa Company. Households between 200 and 250 are targeted under the initiative with high expectations to boost small-scale economic activities and allied infrastructure. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited, Kaida Community, said the organization will continue to develop projects that have maximum impact on the lives of Nigerians.
NDPHC is currently working with Sun Africa. Sun Africa is an American company, a renewable company from the United States. We've signed a joint development agreement with Sun Africa that was signed on 1st June 2021 to collaborate in developing utility scale solar projects at 10 different locations around the country. We also, as part of that agreement, we also include mini grids and of course the solar cabin systems we are here to sign, and solar home systems, essentially targeting the unserved or underserved communities. That development arrangement, Sun Africa would arrange the funding, and again for the benefit of NDPHC as a project owner. So this solar cabin for Kaida Community is a pilot project, a proof of concept, so to speak. And we are very happy we'll be able to identify Kaida Community, and the Kaida Community to have accepted, because it's important, even though you are giving them a corporate social responsibility, they received it with open arms, and we're very grateful to you, because our responsibility, our duty, our mandate is to make sure that we serve Nigerians. But if people you want to serve are not ready to be served, it's a problem. You won't achieve your mandate. In fact, on GM distribution there, I can tell there are some communities we've gone to put a distribution substation in the south side, somewhere in the south side, and they pursue us that they don't want because they are benefiting from somewhere else. So we are very grateful to you to accept us with open arms. And we're also very grateful to Sun Africa for donating this and for working tenaciously with us in seeing that we develop utility scale projects all across the country, Nigeria. But just to mention, very important, that this solar cabin has a size of 27.6 kilowatt capacity. Is 27.6 kilowatts, and it will serve 50 homes. 50 homes with the average of 4 people per home means we are serving about 200 Nigerians from this solar cabin of just 60 panels, 60 solar panels of 460 watts each. So it's a good development, and it's our intention, it's our objective to replicate this across the country as well, starting with Kaida Community.
Kaida said Kaida Community members must guard the facilities against vandalism while putting it to use efficiently to improve their well-being. Executive Director Generation, NDPHC, Kasim Abdullahi, said similar projects are expected in parts of the country, stressing the need for states to play active roles by providing land to build the infrastructure.
NDPHC has gone into joint development agreement with Sun Africa since last year in June, and we have been working together with Sun Africa. We have done a couple of feasibility studies around the development of large-scale utility power plants in Nigeria. Most of them are we're trying to collocate them around the 330, 132 kV line substations for ease of dispatch, and also as part of some of the corporate social responsibility which South Africa also is providing. So it's a welcome development, and is in aligning to the mandates and the vision of NDPHC to venture into renewable energy space on the long term and the short term as well. And we have gone far in a lot of the feasibility studies with Sun Africa and our team on the renewable energy side under the leadership of Engineer Valerie. We have visited some of the sites. We have written to governors for allocation of land, which these power stations, these solar off-grid, on-grid, mini-grid power stations will be built around different locations in Nigeria. So it's a work in progress. But with this development of the solar carbon, which is the first of its kind in Nigeria,
the NDPHC appreciates and values the relationship with South Africa and also with Kaida Community. We have been involved in the solar home systems, the 20,000 units that the launching two of that one was done in Gwagwalada Area Council, which is Muna Community, Gwagwalada, in 2017. From there we went in most of the northern states to deploy in various locations up to 20,000 units of the home solar system. And now we are participating in the 5 million home solar systems by putting 100,000 units in all the states of the federation working with air solar. So this is the first time that we are going into the solar at this scale of carbon with these mini grids. And the community has been told they need to own the assets, they need to own it, protect it, and make sure that it works for them. And they will be used as a yardstick for future deployments in other locations. The success of that exercise will determine how far NDPHC and South Africa will go in this deployment in other locations.
General Manager, Renewable Energy Department, NDPHC, Valerie Agberagba gave a statement on technical details of the project and its impact.
And we had parameters and conditions for selection of communities that will benefit from this solar carbon. And what I've just listed, Kaida Community fitted into it for a pilot project. What we have looked at is to be able to give them 27.6 kilowatts peak of solar, and that will be able to save about 50 houses with a population of 4 per house. And this project is expandable. It is not just only those 50, it's going to be expandable, and we believe that Kaida Community is willing and ready for the expansion, depending on what we see on ground. The project is also going to create employment within the community, and it's also going to provide potable water for the community. We have a 22 kVA generator as backup, and the environment where the solar cabin is to be placed is also going to create an opportunity, like a village square, because it's going to be well lit, that the community could come around for social and other activities.
Also speaking, team members of Sun Africa assured NDPHC management and Kaida Community commitment to ensure successful implementation of the project.
Utility-scale projects, mini-grids, solar cabins across the country in different states. And part of that as well, I would like to thank the Kaida Community for accepting these projects, for their willingness and also their commitment to provide all the support that is required to build the projects, and also for the land where we are going to install the system. On behalf of South Africa team, I want to thank all of you guys for the support, because we think that this kind of thing could not happen without having the private companies and the public organizations like yours join efforts to deliver sustainable and robust solution that can provide clean, affordable state power to the rural communities like Kaida. I have my team here, one of the project leads that flew from California just yesterday for this ceremony. He is in charge of the project from the beginning. He has been coordinating everything about the design, about the procurement of equipment, and also when it comes for the local support, localization of the work, to work with some local partners that are also keen and provide services when it comes for the construction and installation of the system. So I would like to give a quick description about the solar cabin structure, how it's going to look like, and also the partner we are bringing as local content for this pilot.
We are suggesting this solar cabin project as a pilot to illustrate to NDPHC, but as well to the Kaida community, the enormous impact a project like this can make to provide a community that has no electricity within a few days of actual, a few weeks, if you take into account the site preparation, to roll out a project like this, and all of a sudden people will have lights, and people have power to power small appliances like a fan, radios, etc. We are aware that this project is not going to service all of the households in Kaida. Like we said, we want to illustrate the impact it makes and show the importance of expanding that project in Kaida, but also throughout the country. The big advantage of renewable energy, and specifically solar power, as you all know, it is a robust and reliable electricity that these systems provide. For that, we have, and because of the project being basically financed through the US Exim Bank, we have partnered up with some of the largest and most reputable technology companies in the world. We have partnered up with Tesla, for example, for the batteries. We have partnered up with US inverter companies. We have sourced the panels, part of the Exim Bank finance package. One of the other big advantages of doing this is we are bringing jobs to these communities. It will create local jobs, materials will be sourced locally, and the assembly of this solar cap facility will be done by local resources. We have Mr. Shagaya here, who is partnered with, he's providing the solar cabins and the assembly of the solar cabins, but also the EPC services to build and roll out this project.
With one of the most formidable power development companies in the world. NDPHC is taking a leadership role now in the development of renewable energy in Nigeria. This journey didn't start just today, but over the last few months we've seen how this effort and this partnership has really accelerated very quickly, to the point that you can really point to this partnership as the best example of development with impact in our country. Because we're leading with a project that is really going to go straight to the grassroots. This has got to be the way forward, and I believe that this is a project that will generate tremendous impact in the community, but even more broadly in terms of what NDPHC as a leader now across conventional and renewable energy in Nigeria is able to do by partnering in such a comprehensive way with South Africa and with local partners. The impact that I alluded to is beyond the energy that we're providing to the rural community. Localization is a big deal for South Africa and for NDPHC, and the economic fallout, positive impact of that is something that really keys into the national development plans, the economic sustainability plan, the energy transition plan of the country. So I really want to just close by congratulating the leadership led by Barrister Chiedu, the ED for Generation, the ED for Finance and Administration is here as well. We have the GM of Renewable Energy that has really worked assiduously. We're very proud of the work that she and her team have been doing over the last few weeks. So I just want to say congratulations. And thank you really on behalf of South Africa for really just a very positive collaborative spirit that we've kind of enjoyed over the last few months.